All right, guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to our Heart of Heroes team call. It's been a while since we've done this. It is long overdue. And I only invited a few girls tonight specifically because tonight we are talking about ending the year really, really strong. And this is basically a 5-star diamond push call because Heart of Heroes is like so close to 5-star diamond with entering the last quarter. Like, we have plenty of time to make this happen. But in order for this to work, this is the time where we really have to lock arms together because we need 5 diamonds. And I believe like 100% that we can do this. So I'm gonna present to you guys, I'm gonna paint the picture of what this is gonna take, and I'm gonna give you guys a night to think about it. And I'm gonna text each or call each and every one of you tomorrow, and if you decide this isn't the time for you to, push for diamond or hold diamond, right? Because I'm gonna explain how this works. That's okay. Like 110%, that is okay. I will love you where you are. And you guys, I think, know that, especially the girls that have been with me for a long time. I know from myself firsthand that, sorry, let me turn this down. I know myself, I've been doing this for over 4 years, and I know that it's a little bit of a roller coaster, like life, right? And just know that I'm going to give everyone a night to think about it, and we'll talk tomorrow individually. And you let me know. You be honest with me. And again, I'll love you where you are. I'll help you with whatever goals you have for now. If diamond's not that goal, I'm going to still be here for you. I'm going to still help you. Now, if you are ready to take your business to the next level, it's going to get a little bit uncomfortable. This is the unsexy part, right? But it's gonna get it's gonna get uncomfortable. It's a little bit unsexy some weeks, but it is without a doubt, it's the only way to end the year strong, right? Is to get a little uncomfortable. And I've been in this position many times, and it's for that uncomfortable feeling is scary, but it's what helps you grow, right? We all know that. That's like, those are life's lessons. So, all right, let's talk about who this takes. Like I said, it takes at least 5 diamonds, and I've called Alexis, my second business center, right? I'm an emerald, like I'm in the trenches because I'm counting on my second business center to hit diamond soon. And so I'm in the trenches with you. This isn't just like, hey guys, high five, you're it, like you're on your own. No, like we are gonna do this together. And Megan, diamond, Jen Pelaez, Jackie, Diana, Amanda, Monique. I know Monique's one of our newer coaches, but I wholeheartedly believe that you have a fire in you, Monique, that it just has to be unleashed, and we're going to do it together. And Monica Cardoso, she's not here tonight, but I'll share the recording with her, and I'll have that conversation with her, and then we'll go from there. So that's who it takes, right? What it takes is everyone, once we all have to when we link arms, and this is not just, oh, we hit 5-star, we have 5 diamonds for 1 week. When everybody hits diamond, it has to be like a simultaneous thing at the same time. So it can't just be Jackie's diamond for a week and then she falls. We all have to hold our diamond for 6 weeks to qualify, right? So if you've seen like recognition posts, like for example, Jen right now is in 1-star qualification. She's like just hitting her, Thursday will be week 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think you were at the halfway mark last week. So he has to hold this Thursday, the following, and then that in 3 Thursdays from now, she will be 1-star, like qualified, official. She will be a lifetime 1-star diamond. And then obviously as she goes on in her business, yeah, Jackie, something special. We couldn't celebrate Jackie on Thursday because of a little technicality. But tomorrow morning, be prepared for that early recognition post, because between us, our small little unit here, Jackie is qualified. She locked in her 6-week 2-star qualification. And yes, and some of you don't know this. Once you reach 2-star diamond, and first of all, so some of you newer coaches, I know that you see like Monica Lopez, 15-star diamond, me talking about 5-star diamond or 1-star diamond, 2-star diamond. I remember when I wasn't even diamond yet, and like I would look at those things and it just seemed like so like far-fetched, right? And I wasn't sure like if I would ever get there, but I can tell you that with heart and hustle and a passion and being fulfilled by what we do and helping people and just keep going every single day. Like I seriously almost sometimes wake up and I blink my eyes and like, I'm like, I don't even know how I'm here today. Like I've been, you know what I mean? Like it's been over 4 years and I'm like, so it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible. And what I was going to say about Jackie, something that some of you might not know is when you become a 2-star diamond, you get to open a second business center. So it's like franchising a store, right? You know how there's like Burger King, right? And then there's different locations of Burger King. You get to open up a second Diana, right? And you put it in your organization and you grow that. So like you heard me talking earlier, I'm counting on my second business center to reach diamond. That's going to be one of the 5 diamonds, right? So I am also not only growing my first business center, I'm growing my second business center. And Jackie now tomorrow will be able to franchise herself and open up her business center, right? So it's really cool. It's just another area, another account that she's going to grow and start to, you know, build a team there. And obviously it's all one big team, but she's able to grow her the earning potential just keeps growing and growing. And like, for an example, like Christina Delgado, like has, I think 4 business centers. I think she just hit 7-star diamond. I mean, I know Christina Delgado is like the 10-year and the 10 years from now, but her and her sister Becky, they all started at 0, you know what I mean? And they've built something really, really special. So where was I? All right. So that's what it takes. Once we all link arms and we all hit that first week, right? The 5-star diamond qualification, we have to hold it for 6 weeks. So I wanted to share something with you and then also at the 2-star level, once you are 2-star qualified, and hold it for 6 weeks, there is a bonus. So you understand we get paid with commission. Then once we hit Emerald, we start to open up the world for cycle bonuses. And then beyond cycle bonuses, there's something called matching bonuses, right? I won't really get into that, but beyond that, those 3 earning income, those ways of earning, there's leadership bonuses, and they start at the 2-star diamond level. So Jackie's probably going to get a bonus in the next few weeks for the 3rd quarter of around $1,000-ish just for holding for the 3rd quarter of the year. She's going to get that, and she's going to, I'm sure, use it for Christmas or whatever, you know. It's a huge deal. So the same thing happens at the 5-star, and I believe at 10-star, and then I believe at 15-star. There's all bonuses for that. And they give them out every single quarter. So the way it kind of works is, I guess from the earnings that the company makes, they have this like, you know, pot basically. And every single quarter, if you hold 2-star, right, so we just last Thursday, we just ended the 3rd quarter of the year. So whoever held their rank, whether it's 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, 15-star, they earn, right, that quarterly bonus. If you do it again in the last quarter, so Jackie, right, starts this week, holds it for another 6 weeks, she will also for the 4th quarter get another bonus, right, which they pay out like in January, right? And the same thing for the 5-star bonus, right? So if we do this, right, or when we do this in January, we're going to get a 5-star bonus. And obviously the higher the leadership, right, the bigger the bonus is. So like Jackie's will be around 1,000. I've never gotten a 5-star bonus, but I hear it's like $3,000 to $4,000. So what I want to do is I want to, let's say the bonus is 3,000. I want to split that in half, and I want to share it evenly, like amongst the diamonds when we cross that finish line. So that's what I want to do. And then another thing I want you guys to realize is I know I tagged all of you, but we're supposed to have our Diesel Core / Diesel Nation Diamond Retreat. And I know I tagged everyone on the video that Monica did a couple weeks ago, but it got postponed because of COVID, and it was supposed to be in November. So now it's postponed from March 3rd to the 7th in Orlando, like mansions, like we're going to be in a mansion. And none of you have been to, I've been to all the Diesel Core retreats since 2017, but none of you have been, and Jackie, I'm pretty sure, is qualified. And I think Jenny is, but if I'm not mistaken, Monica should be releasing soon, since we had to postpone it. She kind of had to, I want to say rearrange, but she had to like modify the qualifications, because sometimes what happens, what she explains it very good, is somebody will, right, let's say we were supposed to go in November, right? Back in, I don't know, April or May, someone pushes, they did the diamond push, like Next Level of Legends, let's say in June, and they hit diamond. And then what happens, they go into management mode, or they kind of retreat in their business. And then 3 months later, 4 months later, they show up in November to the diamond retreat, and they feel almost like they shouldn't be there, right? Because they qualified so many months ago, and then they kind of stopped working, or they really like took a step back in their business. And then they get there and they see everything that's going on, and it's exciting for a lot of us, and we get a lot of trainings. There's a lot of team bondings. It's just an experience that encourage you to dream big. I mean, I can't even describe, like it's so special, these retreats that we go to. And they spoil the hell out of us. we get live workouts. Like last year we had freaking Jericho. I don't know if you guys, I don't know if Amanda and Diana know who Jericho, like she showed up and she spent the weekend with us. That's not the reason why you should push, obviously, to attend one of these. The idea at the end of the day to get to a diamond retreat is for you to give yourself goals to help you push your business right forward. But it's an amazing experience. So Monica had to modify some of the qualifications, and I don't have them in front of me, and I know she's going to be sharing them very soon, I'm sure, in the team page. But I do know that you have to end the year as diamond. So for example, like Jen, right? Jen is locked in, like, right? Like she's held diamond for 6 weeks. So I'm pretty sure that's the requirement. Once you hit diamond, you got to hold it for 6 weeks. Now, from what I do understand, let's say Jen falls, right? For her to attend the retreat in March, but she has to end 2020 as a diamond. So it could be the last day, the very last Thursday of the year, just that one Thursday, you have to be diamond. So again, I'm a little hazy on the specifics, and I know we'll see them very, very soon, because I believe Monica was waiting for some people that had pre-registered months ago when she announced it. And she was waiting for cancellations to see how many spots opened up. And then it's just kind of like a step-by-step process. So that's something also to keep in the back of your mind, is if, we do this as a team, that's just one extra thing that you have qualified for. And when we do this, you show up to that retreat and you feel strong, right? You feel like you're going to end up there, and you're going to soak in like what it's all about, and really utilize, right, the trainings that we get to do there, and just again, the whole experience, right? It'll feel better. And let's see, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? So okay, so the only way for this to work is if you decide, right? If you just, tomorrow we talk and you decide like, I'm doing this, Michelle, let's run, like I'm in, right? If you say that you are all in, like there's no going back, like, because, all right, so for an example, sometimes these pushes require a little bit of investment, right, back into your business. Like Jackie understands a little bit. I had to do it a little bit when I was qualifying for 2-star. So for an example, sometimes there's small little gaps. Like Monica Lopez, right? She just held 15-star diamond, right, for 6 weeks. And there were some shaky moments where there was some gaps that had to be filled, whether it was like, oh my God, somebody's going inactive and they are going to cancel, right? How do we fill that spot? So imagine, right, if there's this a few $1,000 like bonus, right, at the end of this, and it takes $50 to help someone active just to fill in a small gap in the grand scheme of things. Think about it as like you investing in your business. But so you're investing the $50, right, in that whatever gap you got to fill, but yet you're getting back whatever, let's say it's 3,000, the diamond split half of that. It's, you guys are getting at least like maybe at least $400, you know what I mean? So I need you guys to understand that as well and expect that, like things like that might happen. And just to like put a little, like, just dangle a little something for you. The 15-star bonuses, quarterly bonuses, are like easily like 50 grand. So it's like insane. And I'm pretty sure Cristina Delgado, like, she stays 15-star. Like, she gets that every quarter. That's on top of, right? That's on top of her normal, like, regular earnings, right? Bonuses are completely different. So it's just, and I don't say that, and you know, some of us are here because yes, we want to add, most of us I think are here because not only do we love what we do, I'm looking at every single one of you and I know without a doubt, like, we all are here because we want to feel good and live healthy ourselves, right? And we are here, all of us are here because we do enjoy helping people feel the way we do. We love our community. We love that we can, you know, earn an income while doing it, help supplement our income. I think we all have that in mind. And then this kind of like goes back to, you have to start, if you haven't really thought about it lately, you have to think about the reason and your why you even showed up here tonight when I said, hey, I need you on an important call. Like, some people didn't answer me and that's okay. You know what I mean? But you guys did. So I want you, if you haven't thought about it in a while, it's great to say, you know, I do this business because I want to help people and it's fulfilling. And that should be a part of this, but there has to be something else that really like ties you in emotionally. Like, it has to be soul shaking why you want to keep pushing your business forward. And and don't be ashamed of it at all. Do not be ashamed, and don't ever discredit the fact that what we do to stay healthy and fit can provide plenty for you and your family. Like, there's nothing wrong and there's no shame in that. So I'll read the chat after. I think I saw a couple things pop up. Okay, so again, the only way for this to work is if you say tomorrow, yes, Michelle, I'm all in. There's no going back because, you know, there's little gaps, right, to fill in. So let's say Diana, I want to call you Kaylee. I see Kaylee.
I know. You know what it is? That
who's Kaylee?
with my daughter's school, it's so complicated. We've had
right,
so
you
many.
just leave her logged in.
I'm Kaylee.
Trust me, I have to get Kayla to help me log in.
I'm not happy.
So for example, right, let me paint a picture. So let's say Diane says I'm all in, Jackie, Jen, Monique, right, and Amanda, right? Like, let's say you guys are all in, and then let's say Diana has to reinvest a little. Let's say someone's whatever, just to fill in a coach, or, you know, help that auntie stay active, right? Let's say you need an aunt to fill the gap or whatever, and you need her to stay active. She invests a little bit of money, and everyone else said at the beginning, like, I'm all in, right? And then one of us kind of just, you know what, 3 weeks in or whatever, I'm not doing this anymore. And then it's kind of like, damn, but Diana invested a little, maybe Jen might have, you know, invested a little, whatever the case is, you know? So I don't want to scare you, right? Because I'm not scared to say this to you, because this is what it takes. And I would be doing a disservice to everyone that says I'm like ready for this, right? I would be doing a disservice if I didn't tell you that, you know what I mean? And I don't want to scare you either, because I know that this can be easy like goal for us to crush. If and I'm almost done, and I'm gonna kind of like give you an idea of things that we can start doing more together as a team to help like us, you know, gain some more momentum. But I know without a doubt, if you are all in, like I will guide you and lead us, right, to do it together. So I know you guys will have the wins. It's just the mindset of saying this is possible, and if you don't believe, trust me that I believe that it is possible. For now, you borrow that belief from me. All right, and I think we're almost done. So again, guys, if, you know, you feel that after, you know, all that said, if you feel that, you know, you're just like not ready, again, it's okay. And I'm going to love you where you are. So, you know, one last thing, and I think I kind of covered this already, but I just wanted to remind you guys that these pushes are something that they're really special because they really open up, you know, your eyes to the possibilities in the business. It teaches you, you know, how to work as a team, to support each other, because we all have individual goals, right? But when we kind of like say, okay, we've got these goals, but we're going to do this together at the same time, it's very, very powerful. And, you know, all right. And then the last thing. So something that I think would really help us to get through this and to hit this goal is doing power hours together, utilizing our launches. Like that is huge. So 30-day breakaway launches tomorrow. You guys all saw it with back in July with MBF, right? I know this isn't MBF, but it's what we have. And I think I know that if we're smart enough, we can utilize this launch, because guess what happens? Like Beachbody does, like they have this stuff strategically placed for us to be successful. We just have to use it, right? So they have 30-day breakaway that launches tomorrow. That's 30 days. And then the customer period starts, I want to say like in 3 weeks. I want to say like the 18th or 19th, 2 weeks, is it 2 weeks? So we have like the next, same way with MBF. It was a 6-week program at MBFA. We have all of October and potentially, if you want to keep going, right, all of November to take advantage of the 30-day breakaway launch. And then guess what happens after that? 9-week control freak. Like that's going to be huge. I don't know. I think, I want to say everyone but Amanda and Monique and Alexis, okay, did 80-day obsession. 80-day obsession was a January launch, but all the stuff starts happening in December. That year was like bananas. And that was the year that honestly, I feel like the Heart of Heroes really like meshed, right? That program, like, just, I think it was like the real birth, right? So and honestly, it's Autumn, like it's a Jen note. Yeah, it's Diane. Did you do it with us? I can't remember.
No, remember that's
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She just had an injury, and then she would complain, but she was in it. She was in the grit. She
called out.
And she was crying. And oh my God, I can't do it. Shut up. Yes, you were. You did it too.
Awesome.
So we got, and one other thing that I think is a really good idea that we can utilize is a 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving. That's huge. That brings that there's a 3-day refresh in Shakeology Challenge Pack. So a lot of times, a lot of people are like, oh my God, it's the holidays, I'm too busy shopping, this, that, whatever, like to commit to a fitness program. Some people will, but the holidays are a little harder on our business, and that we expect that. And a lot of things that one of the things that we've done in the past is we'll start like at the beginning of November talking about, you know, having like a 3-day refresh, that's starting like that day after or the weekend after Thanksgiving. And there's a 3-day refresh and Shakeology Challenge Pack, you know, so we can really utilize that. So we've got 30-day breakaway. We can, you know, have a 3-day refresh after Thanksgiving, and then we'll jump right into 9-week control freak. So Jen's having a baby in like a month or less, like 4 weeks, literally.
In 4 weeks.
So exciting.
4 weeks.
Jen has like it. So you guys know, obviously, I was in Jen's position over a little 15 months ago. Cassie's 15 months. And, you know, my pregnancy and then I, you know, it wasn't just a pregnancy. I was going through a lot with the house, you know, but definitely was a harder, a more of a challenge to grow my business. Right. And I still growed it. It just didn't grow it right at that higher level of intensity. But I was always, you know, hitting success at the bare minimum, helping 3 people every month. That way I still had that little compound, right? So that way when I knew, like, I'm like, all right, like I can give more, I can give more, and I can give more, right? Because there's just times you just feel like you have nothing to give. Like everything's so draining, and that's okay, guys. I've been there. Like, trust me, I know, you know? So if you ever feel like that, whether we're pushing or not, right? This is like in general, talk to us, because chances are you are not the only coach. Every coach goes through that. I swear there's some days, it's like some days I'm like down and I'm like what? Like, what's going on with me emotionally, right? Like, and then the next day or two, like, it's like back up. And then Jackie said something so beautiful at the beginning of this call, like having what we have in our community, like, it's just like, it's instead of falling off, not just fitness and health, but just falling off life, period. Like, instead of falling off a week or a month or a bad year, like, it's a day or two for us. You know what I mean? Because I mean, maybe more, everyone's situation is different, but having like everyone in arm's reach, like, is huge. And I remember like those bad days, and Jen would still tag me on her workouts when she was on it. And I remember telling you one day when we got lunch, and I'm like, keep tagging me, please.
Yeah.
Don't forget about me. I need you to keep tagging me. I need to keep seeing, right? Because the moment you start disconnecting from everybody, you kind of start going down like this rabbit hole. And I know nobody wants to go there, but we just get inside our mind. And
you can't help it. You can't help it. It's something you really cannot help doing.
Right.
And Jackie recently, because of her sister and like a lot of things going on with her, she did the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, if it wasn't that she was tagging one of us or a few of us, it was because like that's what she needed. And it happens to everybody. And like, I'm listening to you and I am freaking the F out. Okay. I'm in my business the way that I'm in it. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm going to be out of commission.
Right.
Because I know, you know, I'm going to have the baby and
like, who knows what's going to happen? Baby's coming.
That's it. And I might be up at like all crazy hours and I might be able to like prep a post and do something, but I'm going to need all the reinforcements possible. Like, I have reached out to my personal downline. And I told them, I'm going to be selfish and I need you guys to get it, because if come the day you need to be selfish, that's what we're here for. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I might be pulling in two successful points, whatever. It's going to work somehow, but everybody else has to stay afloat. Like, that's a team effort. And I'm writing things down and I'm like, holy shit. All right, I'll be all right. I'll be okay. Okay. But it's one of those things where
you're gonna be fine, because you're gonna enter in a new chapter, right? Having a second baby, and you're Jen. You're gonna say, okay, this is a different part of my life. Like, what I'm going through, how can I use what I'm going through to add value in other people's?
Right.
And you're gonna be able to do that, right? You're gonna be able to share, my girls got me Eat to Evolve, so I don't have to cook for a week or two after I have this baby. Like,
God.
right? And like, and this is how you're gonna deal with those first 2 weeks. You're gonna figure it out, and you're gonna have us you're gonna have us, and there's gonna be a whole new. It's exciting because you're gonna have a whole new market, right, so to speak to.
Right.
So it's just up to you whether you put it out there. And when you share that, you're gonna have a whole new level of, like, girls.
I mean, I kind of have a game plan, and I was gonna piggyback off something you said. Sharing is caring. So if we're really gonna make this work, which I agree, I think, yeah, once whoever decides they're in, that's first step. Second step would be whatever we've got, we give to one another, and it could be, maybe a pep talk, it could be a slide, it could be whatever. Like I went and I bought for the whole month of October, I bought a bunch of slides, right? I've used 2 of them, and it gives you different things to use, different approaches in like motivation and I liked them a lot because they were catchy and they were short and they were sweet and the graphics were nice. And I mean, we can always make it our own. Mm-hmm. If you guys want to use it, I'll be more than happy to send them your way because they're images, and then with each image, it'll come with like something catchy that you can write in your post, mm-hmm. and something sweet and short, and I've already altered it so make it mine. Okay. So I know that obviously that's something that we all need to do. We could use whatever we want that everybody's using, but as long as we make it ours, mm-hmm. that's what calls everybody's attention, and attracts your audience. So I do think that that's one thing that could help. I don't know. I mean,
definitely. I spend some time like investing, I'm here full time. I have a little bit more time. So when you see like me posting like on my IG stories, like these things with these like call to actions, right? I make them on Canva, and what I can do is I can send them as a template. So when you open it up in your Canva, you just take off my pictures, you put in your pictures. If you have to like change the story or whatever, you can, but you don't have to go looking and try to figure out like how to like put all this stuff together. Because when I was, working my business in pockets of time, I was screenshotting everyone's stuff, and that's okay. Like, that's okay because we're a team and we're here to grow together and help each other. And there's so many times that other coaches have helped me, and vice versa, and helping each other. It's just kind of like, passing around that, not the buck, that's not the right term.
Baton.
I know what you're saying.
Sharing is caring, right? So I have more time, so I can put a little bit more time into that side of, the
What
business.
about a shared album?
Yes, I don't know if you guys have noticed.
Shut up! Sorry.
It's okay.
Wait, who said that? I don't know who said shut up. I can't figure it out. I'm trying to.
It's my dog. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought someone said it to you. Like, oh my God, that's amazing.
That was perfect timing.
Oh, that was the best.
In the team page, I've done a couple things in Team Heart of, in the Facebook Team Heart of Heroes page. One, I started.
I saw all the things you've posted so far.
So I'm creating the unit. So I'm doing the new coach mentorship with some other coaches on Diesel Nation, right? And we have a private Facebook group that we're running it. And we basically have ran it, like we sat down and we're like, okay, all the things for a new coach, like what are the main things, short, sweet, straight to the point, a brand new coach needs like the first 7 days, right? And not all this like hours long Instagram training, not all this like hours longs on your why, like all this stuff that it's like, okay, somebody that's like, I want to learn this business and I got to do these in pockets. Like, how can I learn the things quick? Like if you saw my new coach training back in September for Diesel Core, me and Jackie actually did it. It was an hour-long call, but like I gave a bunch of snippets of that mentorship of how like the first week of somebody's business. So this is just a side note. When you're bringing in new coaches, so like how we talk about our fitness challenges, you can start talking about inviting people, like you can start talking about inviting to coaching as well. And so how you use terminology, like I've got this program to do and it's going to give you a calendar and the workouts and the meal plan, right? Starting your coaching business, same concept, right? I have this mentorship program that I plug you into on my team, and you just day by day spend 15 minutes learning something new every day, how to launch your business, right? Legit, like you guys can look at the units. It's so simple. And it literally gives a coach like the first 7 days of like, it teaches them how to announce that they're a coach, like how to check the back office and send a share card, announce that they're a coach, how to invite people to a challenge group, scripts, and how to battle objections, how to have a conversation and close it. Like that's huge. Like I literally I have the format there in the team page, step by step, like all you have to do, you might not know what you're doing, but just follow this. That's how I learned. Like the men that like people that, you know, that I've learned from that have been doing this business a lot longer. That's how I learned. They're like, here, use this. I'm like, okay. And I figured out how to do it my way, but it works. You just have to utilize it. So we have that for when you're bringing in new coaches and stuff, that want to, you know, you don't just have to talk about only, okay, join my challenge group or whatever, because what's going to happen is you're going to help people as time goes on. You're helping people get results, and there's people that, you know, are going to make great coaches. And don't be selfish with this opportunity, right? Like that's the way I see it. This is a gift. So I make sure that everybody knows you also have, not only do you have a challenge group, but you also have this coach mentorship, right? That will take you step by step, just like a challenge group. It takes you step by step how to be successful. And always, and something I'm learning in my personal development is making sure that people understand, if you talk about the business, that you're not making progress or whatever the case is because I'm Michelle's your mentor, right? I'm not making progress because Monica is my mentor or whatever. I'm making progress because the systems that she provided for me, I'm using. The systems are why we're successful, right? Utilizing the systems. So that's what I've been working on. So not only do I want us to be strong, you know, for us to grow, we have not just have to be strong in our health and fitness, but we also have to have something to plug our coaches into. And as you guys all know, Diesel Nation has Diesel Nation Academy. But I feel like what has happened is, you know, 10 years into the business, I feel like Christina Delgado and Becky Rose and even Monica a little bit, they're kind of like, there's a gap. And I think it's time that we step up and start filling in that gap, right? And I feel like when we're bringing coaches in and they're seeing training from us in our faces, not somebody that they're never gonna probably have brunch with, you know what I mean? And I just kind of started like having that burning like desire in me, like it's time to like level up in that. And that's why I started bringing the new coach mentorship. And it might need to be tweaked as time goes on. It might work, you know, I'm definitely going to try it for like the next 3 months, right? Because any system they say you're implementing, try it for like a good 90 days and see, and then reevaluate the effectiveness. So that's the plan as far as, so if you guys want to plug your coaches into that, like you have that in the team page, like you can start adding them to Heart of Heroes. Like if Diesel Core feels like too big now, because it's growing so much that Monica has to hire someone to do her recognition for her. Like it's insane. So, you know, Heart of Heroes isn't as big as a team. So start plugging your people in there. So it feels like a family. It feels, you know, like everyone can get to know each other. And they know they can go straight in there and start learning, you know, like how to launch their business. And
I got distracted by my dog, but when I said shared album, I was actually talking up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to interrupt you, but that's actually why we started talking about that, but it prompted me. So the shared album, right? In my albums in Team Heart of Heroes, I've started to create, like I have a shared album for the launch, like MBF, right? I started in July. So all the graphics and stuff for MBF and BFA, you can go to that album. I just opened one up for 30-Day Breakaway. I have to add a few more things, but I have it there. And then the same thing. So like to get to what you might be saying, and please elaborate when I'm done, but I start adding, like if we have templates or images, right? And all the things that we might create, and we can collab and just throw them in there to help each other. We know we can go to that album. Yes, definitely.
Jackie, where did you get that video that you posted today in your stories?
Who?
Jackie.
Okay.
Team Beachbody Coach 411 Facebook page.
Okay.
That's where they do our Monday, whatchamacallit? What's it called? The National Wake Up Call.
The National Wake Up Call.
The National Wake Up Call.
She's going to be on.
Yeah, and I just thought today, because it was Sunday, it was a better day to do like a longer video like that. And I used an app to break it up into 15-minute intervals like that. But yeah, the shared album, Michelle, that we have for our team is like a iPhone shared album. So everybody just drops all of their Instagram stories, images, and graphics in there, and then we just use them as we need to, kind of thing. But we haven't thought to do it on Facebook, but I'm sure you can do the same exact thing, on Facebook.
Awesome. Perfect. Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Just whatever you guys find, like it, or if you come up with something, I'll make an album and then we'll start dumping in there. And that way everyone knows they have that reference, right?
Uh-huh.
Sarah.
Also, I wanted to let you guys know, I've been running these free challenge groups every month. And if anybody is interested in being a part of it, we're running one on October 19th. It's been very successful. I gained 5 new coaches from my last one. So it's been really awesome. I never let someone in it more than once. It's like a one-stop shop. I really, really hone in on their why. I get very, very personal with them, and I talk them through every single day of this free group. Very, on top of them, checking in with them constantly. And I make sure that they understand that that's because this is the beginning and they're just new and fresh and stuff like that. I'm not like setting the expectation that this is going to be like this every single day, but letting them kind of see that support and getting used to what like a challenge group is like. I provide them a meal plan. Sarah and I run it together. We show them 5 sample challenges or 5 sample workouts. But anyway, if you want to plug any of your prospective coaches or customers into this group, please feel free. Let me know. You can go in there and check it out. And I'll be going live probably tomorrow or Tuesday to talk about like the specifics of the group in there. And then you can start tagging people and we'll have like a whole system of it. So just so you know, that's kind of available to y'all if you want to do that.
Yeah, you're doing it through Facebook? Okay.
I am, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. So the great thing about free groups is that they are, so you have to realize, just like everything we do in this business, those are really good like seed planting places, right? Because what happens is she's giving them, what is it, what do you have, like, is it a 7-day thing or
it's a 5-day thing? We did a 7-day thing. I thought it was too long. So we're just doing 5 days. I always pick like the newest, most hottest thing is obviously 30-day breakaway. So we're obviously going to do that. We're going to do MBF. We're going to do 10 rounds because that includes the Nutrition Plus right now. We'll always do 21-day fix because it's just the go-to. And then one more I pick. It's usually like Morning Meltdown 100 or Bar Blend or something like that. And we provide the meal plan, like I said, for the week. And then like Michelle said, it's great seed planting because I have people who joined my free challenge group back in June who are now starting to come back around and wanting to join me now for 30-day breakaway, so it's all, they all come back eventually, everybody, but it's a great way to start building that like long-term kind of prospective customer list. I have like probably 50 people on that list from these free groups that I've been running. So it's a good thing to have.
So for the 5 days, you'll give them free sample workouts
every day. I run it just like a challenge group. Every single day I post a free workout with like an explanation and like a to-do for the day and like a fitness tip. And then Sarah will post in conjunction a nutrition post. And that's always about Shakeology or beach bars or collagen or bevy or whatever. And then we go live in there like almost every single day. And we talk to them about, whatever we're doing that day, whatever, the support. And we run it exactly like a challenge group. So they feel like they're in a challenge group. And then we celebrate at the end, like when someone signs up, we do this huge thing, like committed, and we like, whatever, 25% off if they're a coach, like we make a really big deal out of it. And then we do a raffle with a giveaway. And it's always something like super cheap, small, whatever. Like she does usually like a package of Energize and Shakeology, and then maybe 2 packets of Energize. And then maybe I'll do the same thing, or maybe a beach bar or something, very low cost. Mostly just time investment, but we're investing time in other places anyway. So, might as well do it like this. So it's been working good for us. This is our 3rd one. So I'm excited.
Nice.
Yeah.
Does your next one start?
October 19th. So what is that? Is that a week from tomorrow? 2 weeks from tomorrow? 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah. So,
Sorry.
So anybody that hasn't done a free group before, so let's say you're in, right, we're starting to do power hours and we're inviting to 30-day breakaway and this and that, and you have people telling you no, or you know what I mean? So I also added scripts in there in the team page that you can check out, right, for objections and like I said, invites and follow-ups and all that kind of stuff. So these are the people to invite to like a free group are the people that say, no, not right now, or you know what I mean? And those are the kind of people that you say, okay, no problem, like whatever, and you move on. But no, like, well, if something that I ask people and I'm like, hey, like, you know, thanks for getting back to me, but if you can just help me out a little and just tell me like why you think this is not for you, or maybe not for you right now. I help women make this decision every single day, whether you do or not, whatever, just say that. But it'll really help me help other women in the future if I can understand a little bit why you feel this might not be for you right now. And then that just opens up the door to say, well, you know, or to have them on that list, like, okay, let me offer them the free group, right? It could be a financial thing that they're saying no. It could be that they think that they can't show up 6 days a week. Like when you realize people are saying no because of that, you say, no, you could still do this. I'm going to help you make this work in your schedule. If you can't work out 6 days a week, how many days a week can you work out? That's fine. You don't have to not do anything just because you can't work out the 6 days a week. Like if you can work out 3 days a week, I'm going to help you figure that out with the calendar, and we're going to space it out for you, because something is better than nothing. But also I give people expectation that obviously your results are going to take longer, but that's okay. You're not doing anything. You're still ahead of the game.
People think they have to be perfect, and they don't. You know, you have to reiterate to them, this does not require perfection. Doing one thing differently and better is better than nothing.
Right.
You know, and they have to know that. They have to feel that from you for sure.
Right. So
what I have found for me, at least, to be successful, since I'm working in pockets of time, I'm not working at home. I'm not at home. It has been, I took a page out of someone else's book and I went super old school. I used my journal. I wrote down everybody's name, whether it's a customer or a coach that I have. And pretty much every day, what I would do is, and I haven't done it in the last week or so since I've been back to work, but I have made it a point to like shoot them a quick text, like, I'm sorry I have been MIA, and their response, since we've already built a rapport, has been very supportive. Like, you know, don't worry, I completely understand. Like, I'm still doing my workouts. I'm still doing this. I'm still doing that. I see your Instagram, or I'll see your this. So it has been to just simply, how's it going? Send them a quick text, a quick message, just to follow up with them, kind of like what Jackie was saying. And I did talk to Diana and Amanda about it when we were doing our Team Cup, how to just kind of, in your little pockets of time, just be personable with who you have been in contact with, because these are the people that are going to stick it out with you. And then at that point, you eventually have more practice, because the more practice you get at this, the better, easier to like talk your way with other people and do what you're saying, which is fight the objections and know how to approach whoever come your way.
And you get better too because of your own experience, right? Keep doing it, your own health and fitness experience, because when people give you objections and then you have a conviction in you of why you're so passionate about it, because you've used the meal plan, you've used the products, you've lived the life, you've had the downs, you've had the ups, like you get better, right, at the objections. You just got to keep going and working your way through it. And then another thing that I did add to the team page also is I added a recording. I walk you through how to have a power hour. And because I know that's like the really basic business building activities. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that if we all spent 30 minutes, you know, every single day doing a power hour, like our businesses will boom. But we're busy, right? And we've got so many things. So sometimes it falls through the cracks. Power hours fall through the cracks. So be realistic, right? So this is like one of the things that, you know, we talked about, like, so we're going to make this decision. We're going to talk tomorrow individually, like who's going to make the 5-star diamond push. I know Megan, you're just popping on, and I'm recording. So I'll have it for you to watch. You really got to watch the first part of the call, but we're pushing for a 5-star diamond in a nutshell. Whoever is in, I told everyone what it takes, who it takes, what it takes. I talked about a 5-star bonus, how we would share it. I talked about also our retreat coming up in March, how amazing, you know, that experience is to help you grow your business. So that's pretty much Meg in a nutshell what we're talking about, but you can, watch it back. And
By the way, the retreat is my birthday.
it's my anniversary, March 3rd, my wedding anniversary.
Is it really?
Yeah, I don't care.
March 5th is my birthday.
Oh my
cares,
God,
Meg? It's okay.
that's gonna be awesome. Megan was with me. We went to Summit on my birthday. I celebrated on one of
Really?
the. I was like, bye family, bye.
Yeah, it's gonna be right in the middle of
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. We're gonna celebrate you.
yeah.
So that's like in a nutshell, Meg. You can go back and watch, but damn, I lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry, Michelle.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But I was gonna say something good. Oh, okay. So yeah, whenever we make this decision, right? It's not just gonna be like, okay, like we had a call back in the summer. We made like a team group chat, and it's kind of like fizzled, right? We're having this. It's the third quarter. We're meeting right again so that we can kind of just figure out what we need to do to make this work. And so like I was talking about the power hours, we have the power hours for Diesel Nation and Diesel 4, like that you can show up to, right? You can look at it, but I want to know from you guys also if I commit, right, to having something small like this and us doing this together. Oh, I forgot. I was saying I made a recording on how to do a power hour, and I gave you slides on how, right, to run your power hour. You don't have to do it exactly like I do it, but if you have no clue what to do in a power hour, like start there, right? And as time goes on, you'll figure out your own ways. Like in the power hour, it'll tell you do XYZ activities. Well, you say, okay, well, I'm gonna do this activity for 10 minutes, like this part of my day. And then this 10 minutes, another part of my day. I know everyone here scrolls social media. At some point in the day, I can't tell you the time. I'm gonna guess like if you combined all the times you scrolled, like I would not be surprised if it added up to 15 to 30 minutes, right? Out of your whole day. Use that time to make yourself money. Like, hello, and do those business building activities instead of just scrolling. I do it too, don't get me wrong. I do it and I have to stop myself, right? So use that little bits of time that you have and be intentional. And I can tell if you guys want me to show up every night at 8:30 to do a power hour, right? So we push together, because I know that that's a huge task for us to do. That this is gonna be possible, is everyone doing, power hours. It doesn't have to be every night. It just doing what you can, right? So I can log on here every night at 8:30 or whatever, or I could do it in the morning and just to be present. I can do that. And another thing that I was thinking about is giving like a post schedule for like the month, like an idea, not every single day, right? Like, I might put something on every single day, but just to give you an idea, because if you show up one day and then you're not on social media for 5 days, you lose credibility. You know what I mean? You don't have to share your whole freaking everything every single day, but when, like, who watches Monica Lopez? Homegirl shows up every day. Sometimes it's not ugly, sometimes it's glorious. Sometimes like she slept in this morning, you know what I mean? Like she's human, like, but she shows up some way, somehow, you know what I mean? So it's the same concept, right? And over the years, that's how you build, your credibility. And if you're having a bad day, okay, like we all have bad days, but there's still ways that you can show up, and you don't have to spill the beans about how bad of a mood you're in, right? Another thing I wanted to give you a pointer on is a lot of times when you're going through something, you definitely don't obviously want to bring so much negativity like to your social. You don't want to be fake, right? It's okay to say I'm having a bad day, but this is what I'm doing to work through it, Like I know Diana's, went through a rough patch, but she still stayed like on her, she still stayed focused the last month on her program, right? Saying, hey, I'm having a bad day, but this is what I did today and it made me feel a little better, or it helped keep me on the right path. This is what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So it's okay to share that. When you get past the hump too, one thing that's really awesome to be able to share is sharing a hard time you had and how you got over it, right? And you kind of moved on from it. Those are always good stories to share, with people. to kind of just let them know that you're real too, you're human too, and you go through that stuff, and this is how you get through it. So so yeah, that's definitely something. You guys let me know when I reach out to you, let me know what you need from me to, you know, to help us all hold each other accountable. And I really do believe in us. I know we are so ready for this. We are so ready to be a 5-star and beyond diamond team. And that's all she wrote, guys. You guys want to have anything to say? Or let me see what Jackie wrote.
If you do create that album on Facebook,
yeah, what can help? Tell me.
if let's say now, like you were just saying how you want to do like a calendar of sorts of like what to post. It doesn't have to be daily, but okay, I'll get, for example, I bought what I bought for October for the whole month. So if people want to use anything for a particular day, they don't have to try to create it. It's already there. So I can share everything I have for the month of October. And like right now I'm looking at one that I'm prepping for tomorrow. And it's something like, you know, get up and show up. That's the theme of the post. And since it's Monday, that would be the way to start it. Like just get up and show up for your week, however that means. And then everybody writes whatever they want to write to make it their own, but it gives them something to put out there so that you're not absent. Like straight up, I'm looking for shortcuts right now. Like I know that I'm not going to be able to sit on Canva or on WordSwag or whatever to create something. So if it's already there, the image at least, or if I have like an old picture of mine so that my face doesn't disappear and it's all clips and stuff, then I'll do that. I'll try to.
Are you talking about IG stories? Okay. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like you said, you want to show you don't want to show like any stock stuff or yeah, definitely.
But I know that sometimes it's easier to share either the graphics on a story or the graphics on a post, but regardless, it's to share something so that we don't fall absent. And I swear to God, that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I got a plan for the days that I'm just like, where'd she go? What happened? So if you come up with that, like the
I
album,
think what I'm gonna do is I'll put a calendar out for like October, and I'll look at like strategically. So for an example, we're launching the program tomorrow, right? Like, so I mean, it's late already, but something this weekend should have, like, obviously in weeks prior to launches, it's always a good idea to start like giving, you know, like dropping stuff about the launches, but this is where we are right now. So I'll work on a calendar tomorrow strategically so that you have an idea, okay, if we're launching this program tomorrow, like, let me try to tell my story Sunday night, right? And why I started my first program. And then that's something to share either Sunday night or like Monday night, right? Share that story, right? And then in the next post, like within, I don't know, for like maybe by Wednesday, like share a call to action, you know, like, all right, I like a straight call to action. I'm doing this, join me, like this is how, whatever, just spitballing here. And then, you know, share transformation, right? So that you're boom, like up in each other's faces, you're up in people's faces, right? And then share like a lifestyle post. Like, so 4 things for the week, right? That you can, and then, or something that adds value. Like I know like Amanda took her kids somewhere last weekend. Like that adds value for other moms. You get what I'm saying? Talking about where you went to. The stroller I bought for my daughter, like that adds value to other moms. Like everyone is in a different place in their life, but there's something that you do in your normal life that you can share like about your lifestyle that can add value. Like Kayla has celiac disease. I share her the gluten-free finds, right? So that people that come to my page, like they find it as a resource. So, right. So you're not talking about all Beachbody, but I'll try to, you know, I'll create a calendar. So that way you're like, man, I want to do this, but I don't know what like to talk about. Right. And you can go to that calendar and you could say, okay, let me share Jackie's transformation this week. Let me share Jen's next week. Right. If it's transformation day, let me talk about my story on every Sunday, right? A different part of my story every Sunday. Right. So do you guys think that'll help like give you like some guidance, right? Like, to, you know, and man, when I became a coach, do you want to know what they taught us? And it was like this back then, the way the algorithms work. You got to post, they recommended to post 3 to 5 times a day. on your like, yeah.
Yeah,
The thing is, this is a thing. And I'm realizing it. There was no IG stories back then. So if you think about it, your wall, right, is like the storefront. You walk by the window, you see like 3 mannequins with cute outfits, and you're like, either keep going, right? Or you want to see what's inside the store. So when someone wants to learn more, they see your feed and they're like, man, I like this. And they read a post caught their eye, they liked it. I like her. Then they're like, I want to see more. That's when they go into your stories. And that's inside the store. They're getting to know what's on the clearance rack. They're getting to know where the good stuff is. You know what I mean? That's so we had to do that the 3 to 5 times a day. We had to give all those little snippets on our wall. Instead, we didn't have stories, but now there's so many ways to add value. You don't have to post 3 to 5 times a day. You could post, like 4 times a week, and like it can have a big impact, right? So, and then the biggest thing, if I have to leave you, is the conversation. So like, if you post your story tonight talking about why you started your first program and why you're starting a new program tomorrow, right? You tell that story, right? Whatever the reason is, I started this first program because I was going through XYZ. Now I'm moving on to the next one because this is what's going to keep me accountable and in line and whatever, however you want to run your story, right? You share that. But then if you don't talk to people in between those 48 hours till you post again, let's say, I don't know, on Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, what is it like really for? You have to like have conversations with people, and that's where the power hours come in. So the power hours, again, if you don't do them every night, fine. But if you have strategically placed a call to action Sunday night, make sure you spend a little time on Monday and Tuesday talking to people that have read your posts, if you're putting stuff about your post, like you're sharing also that post, like whatever that topic was in your post. So if you talked about, like with the story I just gave you, and you go to your stories and you also talk about your story, about why you started your first program, why you're doing the next one, people watch that. Those are people you talk to, like, hey, have you thought about joining me? Whatever, you get to the point where you build a relationship with them, and they're people to invite, they're people to put on your list. If you're not doing the behind the scenes work, all the posts, you could post like till you're blue in the face, but if you don't, you're not growing those relationships, there's no like trust factor. Yeah, the people that, like, I know, Amanda, you're at this point in your business where you're kind of like, you've worked with your warm market, and now, that's your family and your friends and the people that already know you and trust you. And there comes a point that every coach goes through the process of breaking through that cold market barrier, and that's starting to build relationships that like me and you did, right? I know we knew each other like back in, like in middle school, but like we didn't know, like you didn't trust me. I had to build that relationship with you, and that takes time. So these posts, I'll put them, but you have to remember, okay, so I'm going to show up to the power hour tomorrow night, or I'm going to spend some time, I'm going to dedicate 30 minutes to doing the behind the scenes work, right? To make my post for something, right? It wasn't for nothing. So, yeah, let me know, again, we'll talk tomorrow. Let me see. Oh, Diana's got to go.
Oh, she's going crazy.
All right. No, we're wrapping it up anyways. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Bye.
So if any of you guys can think of anything else like that will be helpful, let me know. We'll share it as a team, but I know that if we link arms, there's no doubt in my mind. And so one other thing that I'm going to leave you with, that what I will do is, whoever, when we talk tomorrow, you're like, if you tell me you're in, we're going to look at your organization. We're going to go talk about exactly what you need to hit diamond, and we will reverse engineer from that, but that would be the next step. So
I don't have anything crazy to say other than 30-day breakaway is live, so I'm sending out cards right now.
All right, I'm on it.
So get on it, people.
All right. Good night, ladies. I'll share the
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Michelle.
Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye, girls.
Love you. Bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.